Hello, Henry from Belgium here. I show you my latest find. In an online auction I bought for a cheap price some old video games for the Sega Master System. We gonna take a look in detail and discuss them together. So keep watching the video. Let's see what we've got here. First, Secret Command, a top-down run-and-gun game. Secret Command was released several times under different names. In Japan, it is known as Ashura. Its initial North American version was tied with the Rambo movie franchise and named Rambo: First Blood Part 2. In Europe and later American re-releases of the game, it is known as Secret Command, however the title screen reads Secret Commando. The game is complete with the manual and the box. Also a nice extra for me, the Dutch manual is included. F16 Fighter, also known as F16 Fighting Falcon, is a first-person arcade-style flight simulator. Originally developed for MSX computers in 1984 by Nexa for ASCII. It was subsequently ported to the Sega Master System by Sega in 1985, being initially released on a Sega card, before a cartridge version appeared in Europe. The game runs in the graphics mode intended for SG-1000 backwards compatibility, and is therefore incompatible with a Sega Mega Drive with power base converter. Also in nice and complete condition. Black Belt is a side-scrolling single-player beat-em-up game, released for the Master System in 1986. The player takes control of a martial artist, who sets out to rescue his girlfriend from his rival. Computer and Video Games reviewed Black Belt in 1989, and gave it an 80% score. They said the graphics are neat, and there's loads of kicking and punching action to keep you happy. This game is also complete with the box and manual, and there is even a nice poster as an extra. Marble Madness is an arcade game developed by Atari Games and released in 1984. Its popularity saw numerous ports to home platforms, including the Sega Mega Drive, Sega Master System and Sega Game Gear. The object of the game is to move a marble down an isometric field from one point to another, making sure not to fall off ledges or be damaged in other ways. Speedball is a 1988 video game, based on a violent futuristic cyberpunk sport, that draws on elements of handball and ice hockey, and rewards violent play as well as goals. Unfortunately, the original manual is missing here. Populous is a computer game developed by Bullfrog in 1989 and is regarded by many as being the seminal God game. In this game, the player adopts the role of a deity and assumes the responsibility to shepherd people by direction, manipulation, and divine intervention. The player has the ability to shape the landscape and grow their civilization with the overall aim of having it conquer an enemy force, which is led by an opposing deity. World Grand Prix, known as the Circuit in Japan, is a racing game. Developed and published by Sega in 1986. It's a simple Formula One racing game reminiscent of Namco's 1982 arcade game, Pole Position, in which you race across 12 tracks attempting to win the most points. In order to keep going, the player has to finish 6th or better in each race. Bank Panic is an arcade shooting game developed by Sanritsu and manufactured by Sega in 1984. It was later ported by Sega to the SG-1000 and Sega Master System. An unlicensed clone called West Bank was released for several home computer systems. The player takes on the role of a sheriff, protecting a bank from armed robbers. There are 12 doors arranged in a circle, with the player in the center, which can be viewed 3 at a time. Robbers who appear from the doors are to be shot and customers are to be ignored while they make a deposit. Once deposits have been made from all 12 doors, the level is complete. Ace of Aces is a flight simulator developed by Artec Studios and originally released for home computers in 1986. It was ported to the Sega Master System by Tiertex in 1991. Players will assume role of a Royal Air Force pilot during World War II. Piloting a fictional aircraft called Hobson FB-61 Grim Reaper, players will fly around Europe in various missions. So, conclusion. A varied package of old video games in working condition. Not the most valuable or rare, but the fact that 6 games have the original manual, and all have the original box, makes this a bit more rare than usual. I paid €40 for everything, and I estimate the value at least at €10 per game. It's definitely a nice addition to my collection of retro games. Feel free to comment at the bottom of this video and share your experience. And don't forget to subscribe, it's completely free. Until the next video.